This short presentation is provided to announce the release of new administrative regulations by the Kentucky Board of Emergency Medical Services. These new administrative regulations have been developed over the last 4 years by a task force of the EMS community. This release of these new administrative regulations is not comprehensive, but intended to provide information on forthcoming education on each of these new administrative regulations. Additional education on the ground regulations will be provided in the same format over the next 3 to 6 weeks. Ground ambulance regulations in Kentucky, effective May 4, 2018, will be transitioning. The previous ground ambulance regulation, 202 KAR 7501, titled Ambulance Providers and Medical First Response Agencies, has been separated into the following groups of administrative regulations. 202 KAR 7501 is now titled Ambulance Agency Licensure. 202 KAR 7545 is titled License Classifications. 202 KAR 7550 is titled Required Equipment and Vehicle Standards. 202 KAR 7555 is titled Ground Agencies. And 202 KAR 7560 is titled Ground Vehicle Staff. The new regulations will go into effect on May 4, 2018. Agencies that have not been inspected by the Kentucky Board of EMS in 2018 will be inspected based upon the regulations in effect on January 1, 2018. 202 KAR 7501, titled Ambulance Providers and Medical First Response Agencies, initially effective in 2003. Ground agencies will be inspected on compliance with the new set of ground ambulance regulations beginning on January 1, 2019. This will ensure continuity with the inspection process for all licensed agencies in Kentucky. Educational opportunities on the new regulations will be available through the KBEMS website and YouTube site in the coming weeks to educate the EMS community on the components and specifics of the new regulations. No later than November 1, 2018, the KBEMS Director of Field Operations will provide an updated ground ambulance inspection manual to all licensed ground agencies in Kentucky. Effective May 4, 2018, there's also a new administrative regulation for EMS titled 202 KAR 7565, Clinical Pilot Programs. Education regarding this new administrative regulation will also be available on the KBEMS website and YouTube site in the coming weeks. Agencies can gain access to these new administrative regulations by going first to the KBEMS website at kyems.com. From the main page, you should select Legal as shown here. Once in the Legal page, you should select EMS Statute and Regulation. Once you have reached the EMS Statute and Regulation page, you will want to select Kentucky Administrative Regulation as shown here. The draft regulations are currently featured at the bottom of the Kentucky Administrative Regulation page and will be placed into the list of current regulations of the Kentucky Board of EMS as soon as finalized by the Kentucky Legislative Research Commission. Many of the questions you may have regarding the release of these new administrative regulations will be answered through forthcoming educational updates available in this video format. If you have additional questions regarding these administrative regulations, please feel free to submit a support ticket through the KBEMS support portal from the main page of our website. We thank you for reviewing this update on the forthcoming release of KBEMS administrative regulations, and we will provide additional releases to you via email as soon as those educational materials become published.